Okay, I have to tell
Hello,
you.
T.O. Yes to T.O.
Thank you.
Yeah, baby.
I have to admit, I am a huge fan of your serious stuff, but you know what? It was so nice to see you do your goofy stuff again.
Yeah, sure.
Welcome back.
That will never die.
Was it refreshing to get back into that and do it again?
Oh, yeah, it's so much fun, you know. We had a blast on the set, too. I mean, if you see any of the kind of EPK footage, we're just, hamming it up all day long. So it was too much fun. You shouldn't have that much fun going to work. But, yeah, I mean, and it was a movie I really wanted to do because it's not only, funny enough to make you laugh your ass off, which is fine because you don't need that body part. It's really superfluous unless you want to sit down.
Unless you're riding a scooter without underwear on.
That's true. Then you might need the buttocks. But anyway, how do we get off on this tangent? But it was also the kind of thing that makes you walk out of the theater going, I wonder if I should say yes to a little bit more in my life, because I can shut in with the best of them, I mean, that's what spoke to me with the film is, I've gone through periods in my life where I was impossible to get a hold of. And, people call me and I'm like, I got this thing I got to do. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on, and I've been that guy. So.
Have you ever said yes to something that you just knew you should have said no to?
Gosh, wow. Military career? Yeah, but I didn't pass the exam, thank goodness. Yeah. They don't let she-males. No, I'm kidding.
Really?
No.
That's no.
No, I had a sex change a while ago. I want to get into
we
that.
know about
Can
that.
we not talk about that?
Yeah, we'll keep it just between you and me.
Yeah, just luckily I had an African-American donor, but it all worked out nicely.
Okay, let's talk about your physical stuff in this film because, oh my God, talk about getting back into it. You really pushed the limit on this. I mean, what totally just freaked you out completely?
Well, the broken ribs were tough. I broke my ribs in the bar scene where I turn around and hit the waitress tray and I go down. They actually had to take the real sound out and put a falling thud sound in as I hit the ground because the real sound is so sickening that it would turn audiences off. Oh. It was like a kind of a splat. It was like a splat and a crunch, and it was just not right. Yeah. It was just, you could tell it was just real and not nice. But I got up. I had 3 broken ribs. See, what I did was halfway through the fall, I changed my plan. Okay. I can do a pratfall. I've done it my whole life. But, on this particular occasion, halfway through the fall, I thought, can I get all of my limbs up into the frame at the same time? And I tried to do that, and I came down on the elbow, broke my ribs, got up, finished the scene. So when you see me go, see you later, it's for real. Oh. And I sat down, and the first thing I did was, let's see the playback, and I was into it. I really only cared about, did it look cool? Yeah. Because I'm willing to pay the price.
Well, bungee jumping?
Ex-gamer. I'm an ex-gamer. Yeah.
Jumping off that bridge.
That was intense, and I was, really thinking about what am I going to say to Jesus. I really was, because I have some nights that need explaining.
Okay, and then you learned to play guitar.
Some nights in Northern Ontario.
Yeah, which, again, we'll keep between us.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sure there's some people up there who know.
And they'll be phoning us and letting us know. Learning to play guitar, learning to speak Korean, getting on a motorcycle, all these things. Like, you really let loose for this one, Joe.
The human machine is incredible.
Yes.
Yes, it can adjust to many different atmospheres and situations. I did learn Korean phonetically. I didn't learn the language. I learned how to basically bark out the sounds that would not get me killed if I go over there. But it was funny because the language coach was actually going through hell through the whole situation because he said, if you don't get this right, I cannot go home. I'm serious. I'm not even kidding you. He was worried. He sweated through the whole thing. It was hilarious. But I finally got it down. They tell me I made sense.
Yeah, well, I don't know Korean, but it sounded good to me.
I'm having dinner with Kim Jong-il next week. Yeah, we're good friends. Good friends. I'm taking some plutonium over when I go. Because apparently that's all he needs.
Oh, good. Now,
For the man who has everything.
Do you think saying yes to everything makes you a better person?
I think if you say yes to, well, in a way, because sometimes saying no is saying yes to your own self-esteem, you know. So in a way, it is, yeah. Saying yes to life, embracing what is, you know, and embracing what good is about to come. Yeah. So I kind of live my life that way, just expecting something good to happen.
Good, as you should.
Yeah.
Because look at you. I mean, it's amazing to see
you. I know.
You.
I'm pretty much, you know, the proof. Just an uneducated sap with a lot of faith.
Oh, please, you're amazing. Working with Zooey Deschanel. Oh, my gosh. You know, the two of you were
find,
lovely together, really.
Thank you.
Talk about working with her. And I loved the Hollywood Bowl scene.
Yeah. Well, that again was something from my life, because I made out with a girl on the stage of the Hollywood Bowl one time. And, you know, late at night after, I met a girl at the Comedy Store one night, and we hopped the fence, and we made out on the stage. And actually, I drove. That's right. It was the days when they had only a chain. And I drove. I lifted the chain and had her drive under the chain. And I drove my car onto the stage of the Hollywood Bowl. And we made out in the middle of the stage.
Did you sing?
We didn't sing that time, no. No, but we got kicked out. And amazing, we didn't get arrested, but we got kicked out. But you're there in the middle of the Hollywood Bowl. And you're standing there in the aura of John Lennon and the Beatles in their first West Coast appearance in America, and you got to sing a Beatles song, you know?
Yeah.
So it was just improvised. We didn't even know the cameras were rolling. Mm-hmm. It was just us playing, and it got in the film. And it's such a nice moment. It's really pretty. And
it's one of the sweetest.
Because it's real. It's really us really loving where we're at, you know?
Why was
saying yes to life?
Yeah, absolutely. Why was Peyton the right guy to direct this film?
Funny guy, really funny guy. Peyton knows what's funny, you know, and he's like a stork on acid. He's like that weasel on the Warner Brothers cartoons, you know. He's got that energy, just that wild, insane energy. I was making sure he didn't go near the Red Bull because it would have been explosive. You know, he would have. I don't know what would have happened. He would have probably hurt himself, just started clawing his own face or something.
Well, stork on, you know, I mean, talk about that. I mean, I can't imagine the energy the two of you fed off each other.
Well, this is one of the first films when I could actually sit back between takes and be entertained by somebody, you know, and it's not on me. It's like you just give Peyton a ball of yarn and he goes at it like a cat, you know, and he's like, you know, he's really funny and really witty and really quick. You know, so I can't wait till you interview him and he totally disappoints you.
Oh yeah, for sure. I know. I think maybe I'll just go home right now. So, you know, talking about this guy, like I'm sure you'd work with him again.
Oh yeah. Peyton's awesome.
Wow.
Really great fun. We had so much fun on the set. Too much fun to be calling it work. You know?
Yeah.
Really.
Now I have to say, you know, Daniel Radcliffe has something to worry about because you could totally fill in for him as Harry Potter. You think?
You know what I'm saying? I mean, he's getting a little old for that part. Yeah. I might have to step in.
Yeah.
He's busy being naked on Broadway, anyway. Scratching the eyes out of horses.
I know. Scary.
Yeah. Kind of nuts.
Yeah. But no.
But you know what? You got to break out. How do you break out a Harry Potter? You got to blind some horses.
That's for sure. I mean, there is no other way to do it.
There's no other way. You got to blow it up, man. You got to blow it up.
But doing that scene, very, very funny stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, just.
Oh yeah, it's so much fun. Yeah, he has this friend. Oh, actually, it's not a friend at the beginning. It's his boss, Norman, and Norman's just pure love, and he just wants to be loved, and he wants to love. You know, so he bounces into, you know, Carl's life every day, and Carl doesn't want to be seen because
Car,
for short, because it's not short enough, Carl doesn't want to be seen, and especially by an incredibly happy person, you know. It's like those times you want to isolate from the world because you don't want them to see that you're broken.
Yeah.
You know, and this guy's just intense. But as the movie goes on and Carl starts to accept the yes philosophy, he turns into this, you know, this match, you know, for Norman, and they have a lot of fun together. It's very childish. It gets extremely childish.
Yeah, it's very fun. He's great.
Yeah.
He's a new
really funny.
Yeah.
Really funny. Reese Darby. Yeah, he's great. If you've seen Flight of the Conchord, and he's just a really great talent. He reminds me of Peter Sellers. You know, he's got that energy.
Yeah. Well, congratulations. I mean, you really outdone yourself in this one. And in the spirit of the film, will you pay off my mortgage for me?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, it's there.
And it's Canadian dollars, Jim.
It may be slow, though.
Maybe
slower than you'd like.
Thank you so much. Great talking to you.
Thank you.